In the next chapter, we're going to be investigating electric charge and electric field. So we're going to be deviating quite a bit from our previous chapters. We're going to be getting into topics that are a little more difficult to imagine. It's going to require us to use our imagination to be able to see these invisible quantities, invisible charges, but we're going to have to really use drawings to help us to understand these problems. So uh, just take it slow, and you'll probably be reviewing these videos quite a bit, but we'll get through it. So we're going to start with this chapter basically getting into the topic of static electricity, electric charge, and conservation. Next topic we'll talk about are insulators, semiconductors, and conductors. We'll talk about induced charge and the electroscope. And then we'll get into Coulomb's law. And this is going to be a very important law to understand because it becomes a basis for a lot of our other topics in electric charges and electric fields. Then we'll have some examples. And we'll do two-dimensional and three-dimensional. Then we'll go through and look at the electric field. And we'll do an example. And then really to make the electric field useful, we're going to talk about continuous charge distributions, and electric fields. Due to. Charge distributions. We'll have some examples of that. And we'll be doing examples in 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions. We'll talk about field lines and field lines in the presence of conductors. We'll talk about particle motion under the influence of an electric field. And we'll discuss the electric dipole. We'll talk about this. I just want you to know about it. We're not going to be really doing any problems just because of the way things are defined. It really, until you get used to the definition and really understand electric fields, I really don't want to add a lot more confusion to it. So, but we'll talk about it and the effects, what happens with an electric dipole. So this chapter covers a lot of information, so it's going to be quite a number of videos. I'm going to try to break this down as easily as I can, so especially the examples are going to be in parts to make it easier for you to be able to look at them and understand them.